Okay, somebody, well, this is probably the last question, and then I have a comment towards the end. But somebody wants to know how fast does a 2.4-year-old boy recover who's currently saying his first word?
Hey, you know what? I can't guarantee the progress of any child, but if he actually vocalizing his first words and he's 2.5, it can happen. The fastest I think it's happened for me is like by preschool. You know, like we're at the end of preschool, we're done. We actually do transition into kindergarten to make sure things are in place, and then we're gone. We have a lot of those kids that do the 2 to 5, 2 to 6-year-old in and out. That's full 40 hours and intensely working on it. And then
40 hours a week.
40 hours a week.
40 hours
yes.
of quality ABA a week done by therapists, and then family doing more after that. I just want to be clear.
Yes, and full collaboration with schools, you know, working with the school, allowing aides in, allowing, you know, just the whole discussion. And so I've had many kids. I've had my first Ask Recovery kid started at 2, like 1 or 2 months, and she finished. We rolled her right into kindergarten, made sure she was okay, and then we were gone. And to this day, she has no idea, and she actually is in this field and has no clue. And the parents have just chosen. And when she was around 7 or 8, because I would go in at holidays and just say hi, she was like, "Why don't you come play with me anymore?" And I was like, "Your own friends. You don't need it." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And that's all it was. And then we have other kids who come in at 2, and maybe their things get complicated, and then they leave around 7 or 8, you know, if you're on the recovery end. We had a kid who was completely nonverbal, and we actually had to use PECs, which is using icons to talk, device and everything. And then at some point, you know, he kicked, and he was probably 5 or 6 at that point. But once his visual memory kicked in school, he learned how to read, and the structure of it was helpful. Then, you know, we stayed with him till he was 10. You know, just everybody has their own path. And that's what I would encourage you the most is, you know, just it can be done pretty quickly. I wouldn't rush it, but I would say like put in the hours, the intensity of good quality ABA plus all the caregiver follow through that happens, and you might have a good outcome. And it might not be within what you wanted, but it could be too. We don't know, but put it in. There's a lot of great outcomes.
There we go. Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.